everyone, and welcome to PÖFF TV, the official channel of Tallinn Black Night Film Festival. I'm here with Hille Norden, the director of Easy Girl, and we'll be having a very lovely chat about the film that is showing tonight at Tallinn Black Nights. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so excited. Thank you for having me.
So Hille, this is a very powerful film. And it's a very heartbreaking story. But would you like to tell us in your own words what the film is about? What's this story?
Well, it's about friendship. It's actually about two young women that meet, and they do also have a lot of fun, especially when they spend time together. What makes it heartbreaking is that the movie explores the past of one of the ladies in a quite interactive way, because the movie is very much portraying how sometimes the past is not over but is feared to be the tomorrow. And maybe you know that feeling too, that something that you experienced feels like not something that's over, but something that's your daily experience. And the two women wonder why, and actually make a little road trip into their own past. So it's also quite a fantastic movie, very colorful, very flamboyant. We've got a lot of costumes. It's rather a modern fairy tale with a sinister heart to it and some dark humor.
So, why do you think, if there are three things that you think the audience should come to the films for, what would they be? The three main aspects of this film that you say, this is special.
I mean, I think it is a very entertaining movie, and I think to be entertained is a good reason to go to the cinema. But it's also a movie that connects and that allows you to have a deeper conversation with strangers, with yourself, with friends, with literally anybody, because I try to portray in this movie some certain emotions that all of us know, at least partly. I think there will be at least 3 scenes for each of you in the movie where you feel like, yeah, I can relate so heavy, either because you've been exactly in that scene or because you have friends that saw that. But we don't really have like words in neither English or German language to describe exactly that feeling. And I wanted to kind of create a reference that makes you say, yeah, like in that scene, that's what I saw and that's what it did to me and that's how I feel about it now. So it's a little bit like an intercultural movie that tries to connect people with different experiences, not so much in cultures, but like in culture of experience. And then also, it's a movie that, yes, it does have some heartbreaking moments, but it's a movie that's meant to be healing and that reminds you of how responsible we are for each other and how healing love, friendship, and listening can be in talking. And I know that sounds cheesy, but like I guess the core of love is very cheesy because it's true.
It's true.
So, yeah.
And this is a very personal story and very important to tell it now. Do you want to say why it is so important to you?
Well, the movie does talk a lot about the modern day dating life and a lot about sex. It's a very sexy movie. We do have a lot of sex scenes, also fun sex scenes, but also portray the mechanics of abuse that happen between people that love each other, or that are in a love-like relationship, or that are responsible for each other because of friendship reasons. So Easy Girl does portray the mechanics of abuse within teenage years that can happen to you through friends or lovers or, your peer group. And also the traces, like how does this experience mark you, and why can that be problematic? How can you talk about it? And yes, I mean, I made that movie because I felt that I wanted to make a movie about anything, but not about sexual abuse, to be honest. But when I started writing, I felt so limited in my creativity because I felt so tormented by the stories that I experienced in my life that I felt I needed to heal first. And I felt very bothered by that process because I felt it was so unfair. I just wanted to enjoy life. And I didn't want to talk about my life when it was supposed to be only starting yet. So I made a deal with myself, being, only 21-ish, that I thought, okay, if you have to do it, then maybe you write about it. Then maybe something productive will come out of it. So this is what I started to do. And then I was wondering, like, what can I say new to this, like, about this topic? Because there are, like, so many movies that kind of deal with sexual violence.
Sure.
They use it at the crime scene. They use it as an explanation for character development, which I really don't like. And you have, like, those revenge plot movies, or like movies that show, like, a woman experience something and now she tries to convince everybody to believe her, to experience something like justice, and all of them did not portray what I felt. And so I wondered, actually at first I wondered, what do I feel? What is different to what I see portrayed? And then how do I shape this into a movie? So my movie is not at all about anger or revenge or justice, because that was never important to me. What was important for me is to answer the questions that were keeping me up at night. That was it my fault? Why did I see that people? Why did I like them? Why did I go again? Why did I keep coming back to people that hurt me? Can people hurt you actually that love you? Do people that hurt you also love you? Can you love them back? Is that okay? Why do I feel so ashamed? Like, it's very normal for survivors of sexual violence to feel very ashamed. Mm-hmm. I felt like that for years, and I also kept it as a big secret. And I wondered, why do I feel so ashamed? Like, why is it a secret, right? And I came to the conclusion whilst I was writing, it was a long project, and a long process, that the shame and the fear of somebody knowing is actually like leftovers, like, marks of semen on your bed sheets from the perpetrator. It's not your shame. It's not your secret. You've done nothing wrong. And there's nothing shameful about having experience and surviving sexual violence. And those wounds it leaves in you, they're not traces. They're just wounds, and they can heal. Like, you can heal. It's gonna be all right. And in my life, it turned out to be all right. I'm all right. And that's why I wanted to share my story outside of the movie. Like, the movie is not my life. It's inspired by my own experience. It's like autofictional, I guess you call it.
Yeah.
But this is why I talk about it openly, like in the cinemas and also in this interview, because I want to show nothing happens. Like, you don't like me less, like nothing happens. True. Nothing, like the truth can't kill. The truth can hurt, but the truth can't kill you. So
I'm really looking forward to this film tonight, and I'm sure the audiences will love it, because it's daring, it's strong, it's flamboyant, it's crazy. The costumes are amazing. So come and watch it.
I wanted to add something to that, if I might.
Yes.
Yeah. This is because exactly what you say. It's like also strong, and it's flamboyant, it's funny, it's colorful, and that is because I feel like in my own life, and whatever you experience maybe in your life, everything happens at the same time, joy and sadness. And I think we can talk about sad things in a joyful and beautiful setting, because that will bring us together closer and might actually help us to heal, to connect, and to understand. And this is what I'm hoping for. So I hope to see you tonight, and I will be there to talk to you.
Thank you, Hille. Thank you. And see you tonight. Thank you, everyone, for listening.